I want you to look at the three most powerful items in the food world. First, spinach, the king of leafy greens. It takes 40 days to grow. Second, eggs, the gold standard of protein. They contain about 13% protein by weight. Now, look at item number 3, this green powder. It beats spinach. It grows 40 times faster, doubling its size every single day. It beats eggs. It contains up to 45% protein, nearly triple the density of an egg. And here's the punchline. This isn't some expensive lab-grown experiment funded by billionaires. This is something you have probably cursed at, skimmed off, and thrown away from your backyard pond 1,000 times. NASA calls it the ultimate astronaut food because it is the only plant on Earth that acts like an infinite glitch. It breaks the laws of agriculture. It doesn't grow in months, it grows in hours. If you have 10 pounds of it today, you will have 20 pounds tomorrow. It is a biological printing press for food. But before you run out to the nearest stagnant pond with a bucket, stop. I need you to listen very carefully. It is a superfood, yes, but if you harvest it from the wrong place, you aren't eating protein. You are eating concentrated poison. One mistake, and this miracle food becomes a medical emergency. But if you know the secret, the same secret NASA uses, you unlock the cleanest, fastest source of nutrition mankind has ever known. Follow me, and I will show you how to turn scum into survival. Welcome to Reclaimed Nature. This is the story of duckweed.
To truly understand this plant, we need to look at two very different groups of people: ancient villagers in Southeast Asia and future colonists on Mars. For hundreds of years, the people of northern Thailand and Laos haven't looked at green ponds with disgust. They looked at them with hunger. They harnessed a specific microscopic species of this plant called Wolffia. They call it Khai-Nam, translated literally, eggs of the water. They knew centuries ago what modern science is just figuring out now. This isn't a leafy green. This is meat that grows on water. It sustained them through droughts. It provided the protein that rice couldn't. While the West was busy inventing chemical fertilizers to grow more corn, these villagers were scooping up free nutrition with a net. But let's fast forward to the 1980s. NASA was facing a massive problem. How do you feed astronauts on a 3-year mission to Mars? You can't pack enough steaks. You can't grow wheat because it produces too much inedible waste, stalks, roots, husks. They needed a plant that was 100% edible. Enter duckweed. NASA scientists realized that this tiny plant has no roots, no stems, no bark. Every single cell is food. When they tested it in closed-loop systems, the results were shocking. It didn't just feed the astronauts, it cleaned their wastewater. It took the nitrogen from human waste and recycled it back into pure amino acids faster than any other crop in history. It was the perfect survival partner. So, if ancient wisdom honors it and future science depends on it, why do you treat it like garbage? Why isn't this green gold in every supermarket in America? Why are we still destroying forests to grow soybeans when we could be growing this on water? The villain here isn't a conspiracy, it is logistics. The modern food industry is built on one golden rule: shelf life is king. An apple can sit in a warehouse for 10 months. A bag of rice lasts forever. But duckweed? Duckweed is a diva. In its fresh, raw state, duckweed is 90% water. The moment you scoop it out of the pond, the clock starts ticking. Without water, it begins to ferment. Within 24 to 48 hours, that fresh, grassy smell turns into rotting compost. Supermarkets cannot sell a product that dies in a day. It doesn't fit their supply chain. It doesn't fit the trucks, the warehouses, or the shelves. So the industry made a choice. They decided it was too difficult. But wait, there is a twist. Look closely at the high-end health food aisle. Look at those expensive green superfood powders that cost $80 a kilo. Flip the package over. Look at the ingredients. Lentil water protein, Wolffia globosa. That's right, they are selling it to you, but they aren't selling it fresh and cheap. They're dehydrating it, grinding it into a powder, renaming it, and marking up the price by 1,000%. They took a free resource, processed the life out of it, and sold it back to you as a luxury item. They don't want you to know that you can grow the exact same superfood in a plastic tub in your kitchen for free. They want you to remain a customer, not a producer. But the biggest secret they're hiding isn't just about money. It's about a specific nutrient that was supposed to be impossible to find in a plant. Let's get into the hard science, because this is where the pond scum stereotype dies and the superfood reality begins. For decades, we have been told a nutritional lie. Plants cannot provide vitamin B12. We were told that B12, the crucial vitamin for your brain and nervous system, only comes from meat, eggs, and dairy. If you are vegan, you must take a synthetic pill or you will get sick. But recent studies have shattered that dogma. Researchers analyzing specific strains of duckweed, like Wolffia globosa, found something that shouldn't be there. They found bioactive vitamin B12. Not the fake vitamin B12 analogs found in algae that your body can't use. This is the real deal, the same stuff found in a steak. This discovery is monumental. It means duckweed is potentially the only plant on Earth that can act as a complete nutritional substitute for animal products. And let's talk about the protein quality. Not all protein is created equal. Soy is good, but it has phytoestrogens. Beans are great, but they lack certain amino acids. Duckweed is a complete protein. It has all 9 essential amino acids that your body cannot make on its own. But it gets better. Look at the BCAA profile, branched chain amino acids. These are the muscle-building compounds that bodybuilders pay a fortune for in whey protein tubs. Duckweed is loaded with them. It has higher levels of essential amino acids than soy, and its protein digestibility is comparable to milk protein, casein. And remember the infinite glitch? Let's do the math. If you plant an acre of soybeans, you harvest once, maybe twice a year. If you have an acre of duckweed, you harvest every single day. It doubles its biomass every 24 to 36 hours. It is the fastest growing flowering plant known to science. NASA didn't choose this because it was trendy. They chose it because it is a biological machine that turns light and water into pure muscle fuel with zero waste. It is scientifically perfect. But remember the warning I gave you at the start? That biomagnet property? The same mechanism that makes it absorb nutrients so fast also makes it absorb toxins. If it grows in a dirty pond full of runoff, lead, or arsenic, it will suck those poisons up and concentrate them in its leaves. That is why eating wild duckweed from a drainage ditch is basically suicide. If you don't follow the white water rule, all that science means nothing. So here's the protocol to tame the beast. To eat this safely, you must become a micro-farmer and create a controlled environment. Step 1. The vessel. Get a clean plastic tub, an aquarium, or even a kiddie pool. Step 2. The white water. This refers to clean, clear water. Use tap water that has been dechlorinated. Let it sit for 24 hours. Do not use pond water. Step 3. The food. Duckweed needs food to become food. Use a clean hydroponic fertilizer, or if you have an aquarium, let the fish waste do the work. The plants will clean the water for the fish, and the fish will feed the plants. It is a perfect closed loop. Step 4. The harvest. Use a kitchen sieve. Scoop it out. Wash it thoroughly under the tap. How do you eat it? Fresh Wolffia doesn't taste like swamp. It has the texture of poppy seeds and a mild, fresh flavor like watercress or sweet cabbage. Sprinkle it on salads for a crunch. Blend it into smoothies. It turns them bright green. Or mix it into omelets. You are eating sunlight and water converted into pure muscle. And that is why growing duckweed isn't just a hobby. It is an act of defiance.
It is declaring that you don't need acres of land or massive herds of cattle to secure your protein. All you need is a tub of water and the sun. NASA is betting on this plant to save humanity on Mars. But you can use it to save your grocery bill right here on Earth. So I have to ask you, are you brave enough to look past the label of pond scum? Pond scum or superfood? What do you see when you look at that green water? Tell me in the comments below. Hit subscribe if you are ready to reclaim your independence. Knowledge is not lost. It is simply waiting for you to remember.